Okay, so Mr. Foster, what is your perspective on gangs?
Well, let me start with the school's perspective on gangs here, like say at Richfield Middle School. We don't allow students here to visually show that they're a part of a gang or talk about being part of a gang or part of a gang. That gang affiliation isn't allowed to be visually or isn't allowed to be talked about, and the reasoning behind that is that it causes other students in the building to feel unsafe because of the violence that's usually associated, the criminal activity that's usually associated with being a member in a gang or having gang membership or affiliation. Now, why would students, say at middle school age, choose to consider themselves to be a part of a gang or look to be part of a gang? Well, there's a lot of reasons for that. Some of the reasons that I've heard from students as they do talk is some of them join gangs for an idea of protection, that they themselves feel unsafe, so that if they join a larger group, they feel that they'll be protected. So it's kind of a toughness deal, as they want to look tough, they want people to fear them or think that they are violent or that they have support of other people. A majority of students aren't really a part of gangs, they just say that they are for that kind of protection. Another interest they may have is just the interest or the awe in being involved in criminal activity or something that's really not healthy for you or really not good for you because of the criminal activity that's associated with some gangs and how they do earn money, or whether it be through robbery or through selling drugs or through different activities that are illegal. And so some younger students are really attracted to being part of that criminal activity. They're looking for something that gains them notoriety or gets people to notice them. So my individual perspective on gangs, though, is that the membership in them leads to trouble in the long run, although it may seem attractive to some students looking for some of those things I described before. But in the long run, that coolness or that piece of being in a gang really wears off, especially when they find themselves in trouble with the law or dropping out of school or those kind of things that aren't really helping their future. So that would be my school's perspective and my own perspective on gangs.
And last thing, would you like to say anything to gang members out there?
Well, gang members, gangs have been around for, since early American history. 1820s. Early American history, and there's a lot of these gangs, a lot of the common gangs now actually started out as peaceful organizations or looking to help with individual rights or activist rights for smaller groups. And so it started out with a real positive message, and they've evolved into some real negative groups. But I think what I would say to gangs or gang members is especially kids at this age, I'd say join a group that can benefit your future a little bit more, that can offer you a little bit more, such as an athletic team or a school-related club or program, or also just find interests or hobbies to spend your time on. Mm-hmm. And look to your family as your support. So your family is there for most students. You have your family to lean on and support you and care about you. You don't need someone else to do that for you. And that's about it.
Okay, that's it. Goodbye.